If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Maybe even subscribe. We like basketball. I mean, that's all this channel is about. But there are some things about the NBA we don't like so much, particularly some of the rules. Some of the rules the NBA has just plain suck. In this video, we're running through some of the worst NBA rules that need to change. The block charge rule. The block charge call is universally accepted as one of the toughest calls to make, and is therefore one of the worst rules. It's the only time in the game where a player can be rewarded for not playing defense, but rather simply standing there. Or on the other hand, when a player can be rewarded for being so out of control that the defender can't even get out of the way. Yes, players should not be allowed to run over each other, but this rule should be defined differently. Perhaps a player has to have his feet established for 2 to 3 seconds or more, similar to the 3 in the key rule. After all, the idea behind those two rules is similar. Either way, this rule sucks. The reviewing schedule. Instant replay is a must. Refs are imperfect and they may sometimes get it wrong. What sucks about the instant replay rules is when a replay is triggered and when it is not, most notably those that are triggered only in the last 2 minutes of a game or overtime. These instances include out-of-bounds plays, shot clock violations, and goaltending or basket interference, all of which heavily affect the game. It's stupid that a situation comes up where a team is certain the ball wasn't off them, but the ref will not review it because it's not the last 2 minutes of the game. I know replays slow the game down and you don't want to replay every 5 minutes, but it's there. Why not use it? Or copy the NFL and give coaches the ability to challenge a call at any point in the game. Flopping. There have been a lot of ideas on how to stop flopping, and the NBA has come up with its own methods, that is, fining a player who is found to be guilty of flopping. However, this is stupid because the fines are so puny that they don't even matter. After an initial warning, a player will be fined $5,000. $5,000! That's nothing! In the 2016 season, the lowest paid player made about $470,000, or about $78,000 a month. $5,000 is 2 days of work for that guy, and that's the lowest paid player. Do you think $5,000 matters at all to notorious floppers like LeBron James, James Harden, Chris Paul, and Dwayne Wade? No! The punishment should be a warning and then a suspension. The signing moratorium. Okay, so as a Mavs fan, this one hits close to home. If free agency begins on July 1st, then why can't players sign contracts on July 1st? Are they free agents or not? Now, the delay between free agency and when players can sign contracts exists so that the NBA can straighten out the books before teams start spending money. But if they need the time, then move the start of free agency to when the accounting is done. The NBA has shortened this period to just 5 days after the fiasco of DeAndre Jordan realizing he wasn't a real man, but the rule is still ridiculous. No extra fouls in overtime. We all love overtime games. It's the fairest and quickest way to get a winner between two equal teams. What's dumb about overtime is that although teams are given extra timeouts, players are not given extra fouls. For example, if a player goes into overtime with 5 fouls, he will still get disqualified after picking up his 6th foul. This is stupid. That player didn't know he was going to play 5 or even 10 or 15 extra minutes. Some coaches strategically use player fouls knowing how many minutes that player will probably play. If it's fair to give them extra timeouts, then why not extra fouls? It makes absolutely no sense. Intentionally fouling. It seems like the basketball world is torn on this one. It's not fun when a team fouls a guy 20 times because he's a bad free throw shooter. On the other hand, if he wasn't a bad free throw shooter, they wouldn't foul him 20 times. The NBA has made rule changes to keep teams from doing this, which is just dumb. Why protect a player who lacks a certain skill? Should it be against the rules to foul a player who has a low shooting percentage, or to steal the ball from a player with bad ball handling skills? Is it fun to watch? No. Is it something they literally get paid millions of dollars to do? Yes. Technical fouls for celebrating. Now, I get it. Players should respect each other and the refs. You don't want fights breaking out and players yelling whatever they want on national television. But a little bit of celebrating never hurt anyone. Hanging on the rim after a huge dunk is not over the top. Wagging your finger after a block just hypes up the crowd. Players have emotions. They should be able to celebrate after a big play or even taunt a little. They shouldn't be given a technical foul for that. Unless, of course, they're the Clippers, in which case the entire team can celebrate after every dunk. But seriously, a foul can be given for excessive celebration, but not simply for being human. So what do you think of these rules? Which NBA rules annoy you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up so we know to make more like it. Make sure you subscribe for more NBA videos like this one, follow us on social media to get updates as soon as we post a new video, and follow me on Twitter at MTV_Sydney. Some coaches strategically I can't even say it slow. Strategically. Should it be against the rules to foul a player who has a low shooting percentage or to steal the ball from a player with ball bad handling skills? Should it be against the rules to foul a player who has a low shooting percentage or to steal the ball from a player with a Wow.